most realistic and doable book list for history optional. See, the first thing that you have to do is understand that we have two papers, paper 1 and paper 2, and each paper is divided into section A and section B. So section A in paper 1 is ancient Indian history. For ancient Indian history, how you have to prepare is, first thing, you definitely have to read the NCERTs, because without NCERTs, it ultimately makes, it's like the first step that you have to do. Second thing that you have to do is you have to read class notes. Class notes, preferably, I would suggest about my class notes, they are holistic, they are comprehensive, and no class notes is completely self-sufficient, so you have to do some readings. The third thing that you have to do is, it is the book of Upinder Singh. So I know that the book of Upinder Singh is little bulky, so what you need to do is you need to filter it out. In class, I definitely tell my students the various portions that are important. See, the way I tell is, itna mota jo book hai na, thick book, that ultimately reduces to this size. So that only happens when you have someone who is properly guiding you. But then Upinder Singh's book is something that you have to do, and there is no option for that. Okay, because usko, for example, each chapter is divided into certain sections. तो उसका जो सेक्शन है ना, वो एग्जैक्टली उस सेक्शन से उठा करके क्वेश्चन आ जाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, फॉर हरप्पन सिविलाइजेशन देयर वाज अ क्वेश्चन दैट वेदर द हरप्पन पीपल दिस ईयर ओनली 25 में, दैट वेदर द हरप्पन्स वेर आर्टिस्टिक पीपल. सो ये जो है, दिस इज अ सेपरेट हरप्पन सिविलाइजेशन का जो लास्ट वाला चैप्टर, जो सेक्शन है ना ऑफ दैट चैप्टर, दैट कंटेन्स दिस. सो एज इट इज वो क्वेश्चन आ गया, एंड दैट जनरली यू विल नॉट फाइंड so directly in other books. Okay, so that is about section A. For section B of paper 1, that is medieval Indian history, again the same thing, you have to read NCERT, then class 7 new NCERT, class 11 old NCERT, followed by class notes. And along with that, if you are reading class notes that are not my class notes, then you have to read IGNOU materials. And along with that, there is a book of J.L. Mehta, volume 1 and volume 2. So दोनों का you have to do selective readings, and I'm going to tell you in class कि selectively कौन-कौन सा portion पढ़ना है. ठीक है, that is about paper 1. For paper 2, what you have to do is कि paper 2 में we have modern India and postmodern. For that section, again the same thing, you have to read class 8 का new NCERT, 11, 12 old NCERT, and then what you have to do is कि you have to read class notes. And along with that, there is a book of Shekhar Bandyopadhyay. We have Placid to Partition and After. ठीक है, here I am mentioning Placid to Partition and After. You have to take this book. After that, what you have to do is, there is this Bipin Chandra. Bipin Chandra का there are two books. ठीक है, one is still independence, another one is post independence. So you have to read both of these books, pre-independence and post-independence. So total for a modern Indian history, we have 3 books. तो ये करना है. And for world history, what you have to do is, the rest of the things remaining same. The 2 books are there. Arjun Dev का book, that you have to do for period before 20th century वाला developments, and after 20th century के जो developments है, for that you have to cover the book of Norman Lovell.